Just putting on my number straight for Tom Wilcock here. Shout out Tom. Back on the leg swing. Pre-game chat. Plan today is still get it hard, but a little bit more controlled, finish stronger than last week. And also it's a championship, so we're just going for the medals. Less focus on the times. Focus on the process and the outcomes will come. So as the warm-up went on, managed to catch up with some of the training group, resim a race, a little head-to-head with the training group, and catching up with coach, getting some last-minute advice. And this is the camera woman having some cheeky snacks, which you should be getting the content. And when I was warming up, it was the 100-metre final, which Kev from my group was in. So getting some inspiration from the quick lads before I get started. So yeah, here's me lining up to start the 400 metres, trying to, you know, calm the nerves, get locked in. But however, the officials to my left there, I overheard them saying, "Oh, that boy's from Scotland. What's he doing here?" And one of them was like, "Oh, he must live here, but we'll need to check that out." So not that I'm using that as an excuse, but you know, that I think they were trying to get in my head, trying to make sure a Scot never won some English medals. And then I was doing my usual, trying to be one of the last ones down so that I'm not sitting in on your marks for too long. I think I got out to a relatively good start. I think I came off the gas a little bit too early, didn't allow myself to get to like a good top speed to then relax down the back straight. But we came home strong. So yeah, I started winding it up about 150. Felt like I had other gears to go, and then even from 50 metres out, I feel like I had another sort of kick in me, trying to go for the line. So yeah, it ended up 48.7, which is improvements, but in terms of how I was feeling after, there was no improvements here.
I'll send you that for the vlog. You alive? Good run, mate.
And here, like my dad would say, it's Balotelli with his bib, trying to get his t-shirt off. I'm still pretty messed up. Probably did what I said I would do. Wind it up a bit more, finish strong. But I don't know what it was, it hurt so much worse. Well, afterwards, not during it. So, I had a chunder. Felt sorry for myself. Debated my life, and we're coming round. So another debrief later. This is the day after the county champs 400, and yesterday we came away with a win. Season's best 48.7, and I did hit what I wanted to hit in terms of finishing stronger, maybe too strong, which was always going to be the problem, that you overcook it and then you undercook it. But we're learning. Got to take the win. I was pretty dead after it with lactic and chundering and stuff. Don't know why that was. Don't know if that's maybe I didn't buy carb this time to let the body feel what the pain it's going through. But we've got the 200 today. Got our new acai bowls, if that's what you call it. Esther's made it for me this morning. A little light lunch before the 200 heats, and then final a couple hours later. I think the 400 makes me appreciate the sprint, so I'm just going to enjoy it today. See what speed's in the legs, and also just practice recovering, having 2 days of races, a heat and a final to get through today, so should be fun. 23 degrees Manchester, feeling good, ready for a 200. The only problem is I got a big ripper of a spot here. So on to the 200 on the Sunday. This is me just having a warm-up start before the 200 heats. I was quite glad there was a heat just because it allowed me to sort of flush out my legs, get rid of the tightness from the 400 from the day before, and I was quite confident that the qualification would be comfortable, but the race did end up being a little bit more competitive than I thought. So, in between rounds of the 200, came second in my heat. Got a little bit of a fright. I thought I was going to sort of cruise the heat, but someone came out and ran 21.8 into headwind, so I had a good race. But 22 dead into -2, it's not too bad. But I think finally I need to get out a bit harder, set out, stall, and then hold shape through the end. I'm just getting out of the sun, unfortunately, trying to keep the energy levels high. And then on to the final. So because I qualified as the fastest loser, I unfortunately got lane 2 again, which, because I was gunning it round the bend, I did feel it quite tight. However, it was a really competitive race. It was good to be a part of. Overall, great weekend. Got a gold in the 400, silver in the 200. Now back on to the guide running with ledge, and looking forward to it at Loughborough. We've got 100 metres and I've got a guest 400. So stay tuned.